rumor has it there's a new unbeatable quarterback in town, and it's not Patrick Mahomes. Yep, you heard that right.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
As hard as it might be to digest, it's what many agree with, and it's definitely not black and white. But are you wondering how he's better than Patrick? What does he have that Mahomes doesn't? Well, ladies and gentlemen, sit tight as I get into the details of it all. So there's one quarterback who's managed to take Mahomes down not once, not twice, but a mind-blowing 3 times. That's right, folks. Joe Burrow is the Mahomes Slayer, the undefeated hero in their head-to-head matchups, including nail-biting playoffs. The guy's got the magic formula to outsmart the Mahomes machine.
And Cincinnati is heading to the Super Bowl.
But wait, there's more. Burrow isn't just lucky. He's joining the ranks of the greatest like Tom Brady as one of the only quarterbacks to achieve this triumphant feat at least 3 times. It's not just luck, it's pure skill and determination.
Hello, Super Bowl. New England is heading back again for the 3rd straight year.
And here's where the numbers game gets seriously impressive. Out of 16 quarterbacks brave enough to go against Mahomes more than once, guess who has the absolute best passer rating? Yep, you guessed it, Joe Burrow with a jaw-dropping 121. That's the kind of stat that makes even seasoned analysts scratch their heads in disbelief.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
And every time Burrow faces off against Mahomes, it's like watching a football version of David versus Goliath. And guess what? David's the one coming out on top, throwing those pigskins with surgical precision and leaving defenders in his dust. Next, we've got a real accuracy showdown on our hands. Burrow and Mahomes are both exceptional quarterbacks, but let's zoom in on their completion rates. Get this, Burrow's got pinpoint accuracy, boasting an impressive 68.2% career completion rate, and last season he took it up a notch, leading the entire league with a jaw-dropping 70% completion rate. Now that's what I call threading the needle like a pro. You know what else would be a total pro move? You subscribing to the channel right now to stay updated on the wildest NFL content. Back to our duo. On the other side of the field, we've got Mahomes, the master of the spectacular play. He's got a solid career completion rate of 66%, but here's the kicker. He's often seen going for those high-flying, mind-blowing passes that leave us all in awe. Now, while he pulls off some incredible feats, those daring attempts also come with a slight cost. A few more incompletions, bringing his percentage down just a smidge. So it's a game of precision versus spectacle, and both these quarterback titans bring their unique flair to the field. Burrow's laser-like accuracy keeps the chains moving, while Mahomes dazzles us with his acrobatic throws that sometimes defy gravity, and that's not even all of it.
Watch this. And now he's going to find the receiver stop and the little push pass. Stop it.
There's also the off-script play showdown, and it's not as lopsided as you might think. Sure, Mahomes is hailed as the king of off-script magic, but there's also one quarterback who's giving him a run for his money. Yep, you guessed it, it's Burrow. Now let's break it down. Mahomes is undoubtedly in a league of his own when it comes to off-script plays. The man's got skills that leave other quarterbacks in the dust, and he's better at it than almost every other quarterback in the league, except for Burrow. That's right, folks, Burrow is just a hair's breadth away from Mahomes in this jaw-dropping category. When Burrow decides to go off script, magic happens. He leads the entire NFL on passes and sacks during those scramble plays this season. That's some seriously efficient quarterbacking right there. And when he darts outside the pocket and decides to sling it, he's the most efficient quarterback in the entire league on a per-play basis. And hold your breath for this one. Burrow led the entire league in passer rating on throws made outside of the pocket. That's the kind of stat that leaves defensive coordinators scratching their heads in frustration. Now let's address the subtle difference here. Mahomes might do this off-script magic more frequently, and he's a risk taker going for those bigger, bolder plays. That's where the slight contrast comes in, and in a tight playoff game where every possession counts, this could be the deciding factor. But hey, no matter which side you're rooting for, one thing's for sure, those two quarterbacks keep us glued to our seats, eagerly awaiting the next pass that could leave us gasping in disbelief or celebrating like there's no tomorrow. And when it comes to keeping your cool under pressure, Burrow's got it in spades. This guy has a history of shining in big games, and it goes all the way back to his days at LSU when he led the team to a national championship. The bigger the stage, the better he performs. It's as if he thrives off the adrenaline and spotlight. And oh boy, did he prove his mettle against the one and only Mahomes in last year's AFC title game. He outdueled the superstar, and to top it off, didn't throw that crucial interception that Mahomes did. That's clutch play at its finest. Now let's talk franchise quarterback material. If you're starting a team today and you pick Mahomes as your guy, you're virtually guaranteed to win a truckload of games and be a serious contender for that coveted championship title every single year. I mean, come on, Mahomes has got the receipts to back it up. He's advanced to the AFC Championship game in every single season of his career, and let's not forget those 3 Super Bowl appearances, walking away with the championship ring in 2 of them. That's some seriously impressive stuff. But hey, don't sleep on Burrow either. Sure, he had a rough patch with an injury during his rookie season and the team didn't make the playoffs, but just look at last year. He led the Bengals all the way to the Super Bowl, and now here they are back at the AFC title game this year. That's a clear sign that Burrow's got what it takes to lead a team to greatness. So, it's a tough call when it comes to choosing between Mahomes and Burrow. One's a proven winner with all the accolades, and the other's a rising star, making waves in the league with his poised skill. And you know it's not just me, many other stars from the league also think Burrow's better. Get ready for some spicy quarterback talk, courtesy of none other than Carson Palmer. The former quarterback, known for his time in the Bengals, Raiders, and Cardinals, has thrown a scorcher of an opinion into the mix. Brace yourselves. Palmer believes the current Bengals starter Joe Burrow is actually better than the NFL's golden boy at the position, Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs. Yep, you heard it right. According to Palmer, Joe is the cream of the crop, the creme de la creme of quarterbacks in the league. Sure, Mahomes is phenomenal, but in Palmer's eyes, Joe takes the crown for being more consistent.
I think Joe's the best quarterback in the league, I know Patrick is phenomenal, but I just think Joe's more consistent.
He's the epitome of reliability, running the system and executing the plays called, not resorting to freelancing like some others might do when things don't go as planned. But here's the twist. Palmer's judgment is based on Burrow's ability to stick to the game plan, even in tough situations. He doesn't let a previous defeat or missed opportunity rattle him, forcing him to rely on his feet to bail him out. No sir, Joe's got the mental strength, physical toughness, and accuracy to stay on track and make the right calls. And let's not forget the whole package. He can throw the ball far and fast, getting it out quickly to keep the defense on their toes. But that's not all. Joe can also make things happen with his legs, adding an extra dimension to his game. Now, some might argue that Palmer's assessment assumes he knows the ins and outs of how Mahomes runs an offense. After all, it's tough to judge a guy's decision-making without being fully privy to the intricacies of the system. But hey, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and Palmer's made his stance clear. Oh, let me tell you, I'm also starting to think that Joe Burrow can totally take Patrick Mahomes' place. I mean, come on, he's already proven it. He went head-to-head with Mahomes in the AFC Conference Championship and came out on top and led his team to the Super Bowl. That's some serious capability right there. Last year was the turning point, I tell you. Mahomes was ruling the roost. Winning MVP, taking home the Super Bowl trophy, and Travis Kelce was his partner in crime. But hold up, Joe Burrow had a different path. He had a tough time during training camp, dealing with appendicitis and all, yet he still managed to finish 4th in the MVP race. Now that's some grit and determination. Sure, he wasn't in the same shape as before, but that didn't stop him from leading the Bengals to the edge. The man's got skills, and with the right weapons around him, he's got a real shot at winning MVP and taking the Bengals all the way to a Super Bowl victory. So don't sleep on Joe Burrow, my friend. He's got the potential to be the quarterback to beat, and he's already shown us he's not afraid to go toe-to-toe with the best in the game. It's gonna be one heck of a quarterback showdown, that's for sure. Help me out here. Who do you think will be better long-term, Mahomes or Burrow? Let me know in the comment section. And while we're talking about Mahomes, do check out this video on his best comebacks.